I gather a new signing to add to the squad.
Yeah, I've been after another midfield player for some competition. Bit of patience, I think, has paid off. I've got someone who's not played at this level before because he's been, higher. We've taken Darren Carter from Birmingham. Well, he was at Birmingham, West Brom, Preston. He was injured last season, had a pretty nasty injury, a pretty freakish injury, but he's fully fit. He's been training with Birmingham pre-season, and we're delighted to announce he's signing till January.
So a free agent then?
Yeah, absolutely. But a quality one, a real quality one that we're just delighted to have. He's a local lad. That's helped. Local to the Birmingham area. We're not far away for him. He's desperate to get back playing football. He's fit, looks strong. Played against us in pre-season. We know what he's about. I've seen him many times over the years. Just finally delighted to be able to bring someone of his quality into the football club and just keep improving the squad.
Given the standard he's played at, what will he add that you don't currently have?
He'll just be another good footballer. He used to be a real box-to-box energy type, scoring goals, and we'll see how we want to use him. I think he's also adapted his game where, in the last couple of years, was it Preston and beyond and before was, he can do everything. He can pass. He's good on the ball. He's mobile. He's a good size. He's a good footballer, and that's what we like. We like good footballers at this football club. So we thought we'd go and get him. It's taken us a little time because obviously other clubs were vying for his signature, but we're just delighted that we've got our man, and like I say, he'll fit in perfectly well with Sam, Russ, Marlon, and the other midfield players that we've got at the club.
Were you tempted to offer him a year?
It just suits all parties that he signs for 6 months. I'd have done it for a year. Yeah, I think that wouldn't have been a problem. He just wants to get back playing quickly as he can, and a couple of factors just why he signed for 6 months. But listen, we're happy with him.
Okay, so moving on to Saturday.
Yeah.
Tuesday night's game. Obviously, you've scored 2 goals in each of the first 2 matches. Was it a bit too open for your liking there, Tuesday?
It was second half. Yeah, it was a little bit. But that said, I've also looked back at it. We were excellent. We were really strong. We've got to sort out, where we are. There was a couple of things that we need to have a look at and just say, right, that can't happen when we're doing this. We've got to make sure that we keep that back door shut. But they're a good side. It was the second game, and sometimes it takes people a little while to remember and remember how we're supposed to be doing things properly. But the attitude to get back into the game, the attitude not to just to roll over and get beat, was there to see. The quality was there to see. I thought some of the players had some really superb games, and it was, like I say, it was a really good point, and to come back from a goal from being a goal behind with only sort of 5 or 6 minutes left was pleasing.
Remember Alan Bennett talking at Aldershot last year about a tight game which was decided, I think, by a goal from a corner, and he was sort of crestfallen to say, look, we mustn't be losing games like that, and in a sense that just sums Aldershot up, isn't it? Very solid, and with Dean Hodsworth he makes them very hard to beat.
They're a big, strong side, without a doubt. There'll be balls coming in our box from what we can gather. There'll be balls coming in our box from all sorts. They work extremely hard, and they're going to put us under pressure from set pieces without a shadow of a doubt. And we've got to be strong and stand up to that. But the players will know what it's about, and we've got to go and defend for our lives, defend better than we did the other day, if you like. But we can do that, and we've got to go and play our game as well.
Interesting afternoon for Jermaine, having had 3 storming games so far. To go back to his old club, he'll get a bit of stick, no doubt.
I'm sure he will, but I think that's only because I think people realise he's a good player. I think that's what happened. I don't think he will actually on Saturday, because I think the fans liked him down there, and he didn't jump ship. He was, it was just the right time for him to move on. I think he's had stick at grounds so far, or from the opposition fans so far this season, and at the end that's because he's such a good player, because he's such a threat, and that's what happens. The opposition supporters try and put players like Jermaine off their game, and I think he's proved once again on Tuesday night that won't happen. I thought he was outstanding.
How is Benno's shoulder?
Don't know. He'll be down Wednesday. Wes haven't been down. Hopefully he'll train. Hopefully he can train today. It's been a week now, so hopefully he can train and get back into the fold.
He'll be desperate to play, no doubt.
Yeah, hopefully.
But only when the injury's cleared up, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you think?
And Harry, obviously not going to make it an easy decision for you to put
Benno
straight back in.
I thought Harry was really good. Really good. I thought he was a real threat in their box. He headed everything, most things that came his way, in ours. And for only his 6th, 7th league game, I thought he was really good.
Yeah, the word coup has been mentioned a few times with some of your signings. But do you think this is a coup, getting Carter in at this stage?
I'll tell you in a couple of months' time. I just know he's a good player. He's hungry. He's got his appetite. He missed last year through a freakish injury, and he had an infection in it afterwards that stopped him coming back as quickly as he would have liked. We're 100% fine that that's not an issue. We're 100% fine that he's a good footballer, and he'll really add to what we've already got here. It's taken a little bit of time, but like I said, we've said many a times this pre-season, patience sometimes pays off, and in a couple of months' time, hopefully we can be saying exactly the same thing.
Do you think it could be the final piece in the jigsaw?
Well, I'm sure the chairman's hoping it's the final piece, because there's I might be able to get something on loan and as and when, but as for permanent players, yes, probably will be at the moment. Yeah.
Has the chairman backed you in? Because if you had to push the boat out a bit to get this player in?
Darren's been very, 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 very accommodating, and that says a lot about him. He's just desperate to play football. It's not about the money. It's not about I'm sure he's earned many times more money than what the amount we're paying him, but he's just keen to get some games under his belt, to do it here, to be part of what we're trying to do, and we're all happy.
Yeah, your old club's not a bad club to have a good link with, is it? With
yeah, I mean, Darren did pre-season with them. Lee invited him in, and he was, he did well apparently, but nothing's come of it. There was a couple of other clubs sniffing. We've managed to persuade him to join us, and that's all I'm bothered about. He's here and he's raring to go, and hopefully he can be a big part of what we are.
Yeah. Do you know if Mo's going to be able to train today?
We're hoping that he's with Wes for the first part and then come and joins us for the end of it, and we have no reaction. He's been in all week. He was in yesterday. I'll get an update off Wes when I go down this morning. We've had a few things to sort out with a couple of other things, so I'll know in a little while.
Yeah, and does Carter's arrival mean the end for Jordan Hibbert, or are you still going to keep looking at him?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Probably the end for him.
Probably. Yeah. He's welcome to stay and keep his fitness levels up and play a couple of games, but at the minute I have said to him that there probably isn't anything right at this moment in time.
Yeah.